Panthalassa.
Hello, everyone, and it's what I'm now calling the Portuguese hour. So it's 3 p.m. and now I'm a bit different. You're seeing me like I think you never saw with my glasses on because life happens and I don't want to share too much, but I have conjunctivitis. Yeah, it's the best thing to have during a live event. But here it is. But we're here in the Portuguese hour, and We've been playing around 3 o'clock the best Portuguese games that were submitted for IndieX, a curation done by the Portuguese Game Developers Association, and it's with a great pleasure that we have Panthalassa, a game developed by the studio Meia, Calça, and we have two of the authors, or the two authors, Miguel and Nico, with us. How are you guys?
Hey,
Yeah,
what's up?
good. Nice to be here.
I have to start this. So for the non-Portuguese speaking viewers, Meia Calça, the name of the studio, can be translated to half trousers. Is it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
That is
yeah.
correct.
It can
Yes.
literally be translated to that. Yeah. Also
Why?
means stocking, right?
Oh yeah, yeah.
In
Like
Brazilian Portuguese, actually.
Yeah,
Yeah.
in Brazil.
Not so much
Yeah,
in
yeah, yeah.
Portuguese, yeah.
Why the name? Just out of curiosity.
It was, I think, because of actually because of IndieX, more or less. Because I was ready for this actually, and in IndieX 2019, I participated. I have the evidence here to prove it.
Oh,
IndieX here. Uh, and back then I needed a team name, and I didn't have a team name, so the team name was Wearable Trousers. It says here.
by the way, I love that game. It was a punch out type of game where you were anthropomorphic mushrooms. It was an amazing game. You were with us in Altice Arena, which was
Yes,
our
yes.
yeah, wasn't it? So I love this. I really love this. I know we've been doing this for quite a while, but suddenly finding developers that were with us. So at the time, what was the name of the studio? Sorry, Miguel.
It was I made it up for the event because it was a university project, so I made it up to be wearable trousers, and I just knew that I wanted to have something pants based, trouser based.
Continue the trousers theme.
Yeah, the
Yes,
trousers theme
yes,
for the
yes.
next name. But I don't think we either of us thought much about the name. Really, no.
That's a compromise. So Panthalassa is a really, really great game. When the game lifts off, and I hope you can make some good money with it, then you're gonna be with we're gonna have to stick with a name like Make Also, or then change to something else like I don't know, Buccaneer Shorts or Buccaneer Pants. I don't know.
Hopefully it stays Meia Calça. I think
Meia
it's
Calça.
solid. I think it's a solid name to stay with. I don't know. Do you want to change it, Nico? Or
I don't think so. It's kind of funny to hear English speakers call it Meia Calca. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
I think it just gets this sort of like ethereal feeling.
Yeah,
to it.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
You don't
yeah,
quite
yeah,
know
yeah.
what it is.
Yeah.
And if you look it up, it's the stupidest thing ever. That's pretty good.
So good. So good. And after what was Portobello?
Portobello Beat.
Portobello Beat was after that. Did you start developing Panthalassa, or did you go to?
No,
did you-
Panthalassa started the development many years later. Portobello Beat I made just right after university, so still worked in the industry for a few years, and then me and Nico, we met when I was working in Leeds for Red Kite Games, and well, we met each other then, and then we kind of knew that we both wanted to make a game, so eventually we started talking about it, and it kind of came from there, basically.
Are you still thinking of finishing Portobello Beat, or is this a project that you'll have sitting on your drawer?
Again, I think I have to ask Nico. Nico, do you want to finish Portobello Beat? You didn't work on it, but do you want to?
No, I wasn't involved. I did play the build. I think it was the IndieX build. I thought it had a lot of potential. Portobello was it Portobello Beat?
Yeah, that's
Yep.
the name.
Yeah, Portobello Beat 2. Why not?
Yeah, so that's probably our next game after this one. Yeah.
This would be the perfect moment where Nico would say, "Oh, and by the way, I also had a game at IndieX 2018,
No.
and here's my." That would be amazing.
It would be funny, but no.
So let's dive into Panthalassa, which let's do a bit of the more you know for the viewers. We all know about Pangeia in Portuguese, like the big continent that existed before the tectonic plates separation that happened in our planet. But since we had the single continent, we also had this gigantic ocean around it that was called Panthalassa, wasn't it? Like literally the translation, whole ocean. So
Yeah.
it was your idea of why did you go with this old definition of this gigantic ocean that existed in our planet?
Again, good question, because I feel like I don't think too much about names, but for Panthalassa,
but it's a great name too, by the way. Sorry, Miguel, but Panthalassa is a really, really great name, because I've always been when I was like 5 years old, I wanted to be a paleontologist, and when I got the submission of a game called Panthalassa, I was like, okay, so
That's
great
cool.
name.
Cool. No, but I guess the idea was that Panthalassa is like this very old thing, and the game's got some sci-fi concepts, and I like the idea of you go so far into the future, you're kind of going back to the past, and obviously the game's about the ocean and stuff. But yeah, can't say too much more than that. Maybe it'll spoil things.
Yeah. But well, we're starting with this retro feeling to our screen, to our OS. But the entire game also has a really retro, nostalgic feeling to it. Was that on purpose? What did you want to convey, or did you wanted to pay homage to a specific period of the video games industry?
I can answer that one. Yeah, I think when this game was in the concepting stage, like when we were talking about this idea, I think it was almost always kind of core to the idea that it would be a retro feeling game. For us, the period that's more nostalgic is probably like late 90s, early 2000s. It's mostly inspired by some like edutainment software that we probably don't even know the name of anymore, but that we played at some point in like a computer lab at school. It's also inspired by like Flash games. It's inspired by point-and-click adventure games, obviously. And we thought, how can we make something that looks distinct, that looks visually interesting, and it still feels retro, but kind of bring it to a more modern kind of presentation, if that makes sense.
Yeah, that was actually a good idea. You know, I haven't realized that until you referred it. Now I was thinking like those what was it called, Dystopedia and stuff like that. Those kind of interactive encyclopedias that all school libraries had. That's a really
it
good
came in a
reference.
CD. You would put it in, play around with it, not really know what you're doing most of the time, probably, at least in my case, because I was a kid. And that's kind of the feeling that we wanted to inspire as well, right? Just exploring a bunch of interfaces kind of aimlessly, not really understanding what you're doing maybe all the time, and becoming familiar with it slowly.
Yeah, because in this beginning we noticed that there was some critical error with our system, because the first thing we do is try to recover the entire system, and he opens up apps for cameras, for probes, for system, and we know that there's something wrong with our cameras because the lenses are obviously broken. Hardware failure.
And this is
Okay.
the submarine. You're supposedly a submarine right now, and you can see there in the system it tumbling around. All of
This
our
one.
settings are also that's the submarine. That's who you are, and it's giving you some specs. Then in the settings, you'll see that you have like everything's diegetic. Everything in the game you can kind of control from there.
Mm-hmm. Hardware failure. Okay, so not here. Okay, main camera unavailable. Recommended action, access probe feeds. Okay. We have 3 cameras. We have this one with vessel hardware. Oh, okay. Yeah, this is the point and click type of interaction that you wanted to bring to the experience.
It also starts a little bit more inconspicuous, let's say.
Mhm.
So a little bit more familiar. There's been a lot of like recent indie games that are trying to mimic an OS and make it look like an actual computer, maybe like a Windows XP, Windows 98 type thing. But I guess it's not really a spoiler to say that it won't stay like this forever. It's kind of just a setup.
Yeah. Especially who goes. By the way, just talking of it's already there. If you click that, this was a good segue to what you were saying, because you can actually, if you want to spoil yourself, and I would recommend just for one reason, which would be to click on the Steam page for Panthalassa and wishlist it. There's also a demo available, isn't for everyone? No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can play this game, this version we're playing right now. You can
Yeah.
play it online.
So I would suggest clicking on it, wishlisting, because I'm always repeating this, and sorry to bother everyone with this idea, but believe me, it helps a lot organically for developers to have this kind of feedback, like having users, players, wishlisting, playing the demos. Those are good reference numbers, even to talk with investors or publishers. So please do so and play the demo.
Yeah.
By the way, Ruben Miguel just said something on our chat, and it's true. I didn't play that much, but he said it reminded him of Five Nights at Freddy's.
It's not the first time I've heard this.
I think especially the intro of the game.
Yeah. Oh, you can see our second character popping up here. There we go. But I think that we were trying to like make this look like an analog, because analog horror is very popular in this sort of old like computer horror. There's like lots of examples of this, and I think the idea was to make you think that you were going to play one type of game.
Yeah, and then being surprised.
Yeah, by something else.
We just had Your Mother is a Fish saying the best character is incoming, which is Magellan. Okay. Yeah. Have you been having like public testing of your game? Like, have you seen people physically playing your game and just watching and taking some feedback from them on some reactions?
Yeah. We were most recently showing the game off in Barcelona for PCN Games Fest. Before
you were one of the games. Yeah, that we took there. Yeah, great.
Yeah. Before that, we went to Bid Summit in Kyoto to show it off as well. That was a big trip. That was a very cool opportunity to show it off and to be selected for that. We were also in Brighton for, I think, Brilliant Indie Treasures, and we're going to be in London for Adventure X also. So yeah, I've shown this game off a lot. I've seen this game being played a million times already, this demo, but I always learn something new from seeing people playing it.
It's just the two of you developing Panthalassa, or is more people helping you?
It's not just the two of us. I do the majority of the art and the writing. We both do game design. Nico, you're programming, right? Tech art, designing as well. Then we also have Toumaj, who is making the soundtrack, and Anna, who is she, for example, made the logo. She makes some music for the game. She made these beautiful T-shirts, T-shirt designs that you can get. You can send us a message if you want a T-shirt.
Hey,
And,
merch.
Sneaky self plug.
No, that's good. Yeah, merch. And I have to talk to you afterwards because we were actually looking to do some T-shirts some weeks ago, and we didn't have time to research places to do. And yeah, if you have any suggestions, we can talk afterwards.
They're made in Portugal, so I'll
That's
give you, I'll give you a
amazing.
suggestion. Yeah.
Amazing. That's good. By the way, even the logo reminds me of late 90s, early 2000s types of games. That's really cool. So we now have a new interface.
Do you want to talk a little bit about this interface, Nico?
I mean, sure. This is kind of like the first thing that we did for this game, actually. It's kind of where we developed the visual style for the UI. And we actually designed the previous interface that we saw backwards from this one. So we started with this really chunky, almost like transparent plastic, also early 2000s electronics. Like I think I had a Tamagotchi or something that was like exactly like this. It's like a dark blue, translucent plastic where you can see the motherboard behind. And we wanted it to look pretty unique. Kind of the whole point of this game, like we often joke that it's like a vibes-based game, right? We want to put as much visual difference on screen as possible at any given time. And then when we made the intro, we wanted to walk it back so that you could have something, like Miguel said, it's like you set the expectations. You see something that looks like a very traditional analog or horror game that looks like you're looking at the desktop or the wallpaper for a computer, and then everything suddenly becomes corrupted and filtered through this alien perspective.
Yeah.
And this is kind of it, right? It's the reinterpretation that an AI would make if it had been given all the information about human history and it was trying to adapt it to its own culture, essentially. Is that fair, Miguel? Is that a good good way to describe it?
That's perfect.
I think so.
That's perfect.
Yeah.
You're sending me on a really amazing memory lane trip, because this type of interface, it reminds me of the turn of the millennium when I was finishing secondary school and going to university, because this could easily be a skin for my Winamp, and believe me, I had lots of skins for Winamp, and if one looked like this, it was pretty cool for the time. It's like perfect. I would have a skin like this, and here would be my playlist. My MP3.
And if you knew
playlist.
the number of screenshots for Winamp that we have in our Discord
Yeah,
server.
we have a big reference
I
point.
knew it.
Yeah.
Skins for MP3 players were like, great references, and the majority of them were user created, which was, and they weren't even professional. So yeah, good inspiration, guys. Really, it's really passing that idea in that period. So, and who is this character that we now are looking outside of our screen, all right, in our camera feed?
Well, it's you're now controlling this character. This is a very text-heavy game, of course, and we're just playing it through here. But the idea is that this character was kind of readily available. It was just like an empty husk for you to control. But the whole game is kind of centered around the mystery of who this character was. Oh, it's one of our new screens, or plug-in screen here. But as I was saying, the game kind of centers around the mystery of who that character is, and throughout the game you'll be unlocking these memories to learn more about them and who they were, and also the world around you.
You know, something I love doing when I have these streaming sessions is throwing my own theories about what's happening in the games to the developers, knowing that they won't say if I'm right or wrong, because that would spoil the game. So,
Mhm.
do you mind if I share my theory and I'll just try to read from your faces without you
Yeah, of
spoiling?
course. Yeah, of course,
Yeah.
of course.
So this is an exploratory mission to Earth in the future when climate change got so catastrophical that we return having a single ocean like we had in prehistorical times.
Yeah, that's exactly correct. No, I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna say if it is or isn't.
If it isn't, it could
Oh,
be a
no.
good theory.
It's definitely a good theory. It's definitely a good
It's a
theory.
good theory. Yeah.
Wait, let me
So
try
here,
to.
this is the first puzzle here. Oh,
Careful. Yeah, when it gets right, I know I can enter just a bit. Sweet spot. No. Can I? Mm-hmm. How fun is this part when you're seeing people playing the demo?
no, this is
pretty fun.
we actually we've seen this happen enough time before that the next build actually has sort of a fix for what's happening.
There is a slight hint maybe towards what you're supposed to do, but it is kind of the point that you don't know,
Yeah.
and that you're a little bit confused, and that you're trying the wrong thing very often.
Yeah, but here
Like it.
you see that plugged in now. So when you
Yeah.
pull the lever,
So you
it
did figure it
gets-
out eventually. Yeah.
So this is the actual first proper puzzle. Should we say anything about this, or
No, if you want to go. No, I would ask you to drive us through how was the actual process of starting the game? How is your day today? Is this your main job or your main focus? Are you working on other things at the same time? Well, I'll just for a few minutes try to figure this out. Yeah.
Sure. So this isn't either of ours main job. We're both doing this as a side thing. But I forget what else you asked. But how we started making the game. So I actually started writing the game in a software called Twine, which is for text adventure games. And this puzzle was in that original text adventure. But basically, me and Nico were talking about actually making a game when I told Nico, like, we should make something like point and click visual novel. That would be easy. And then Nico, if I remember, you said something like, well, the writing's got to be good. Like, that's not so easy. And I was like, yeah, I
Yep.
can write it easily. And I'd never really written a game before, like dialogue and stuff.
And I guess you still haven't, right? Because it's not out.
Yeah, it's not out. The demo's out. It counts.
It counts, yeah, sure.
But basically, I had to put my money where my mouth was, and I just started writing this game, and I made like a bunch of puzzles that just existed within text that we then reinterpreted to 3D. But yeah, this puzzle here seems for me it doesn't make any sense. What I'm looking at right now, this.
So it was Nico that developed it.
No.
No, I'm not sorry. This sounded terrible.
No. I don't think that's what Miguel means. I think
No.
he means like you don't look at this and it's immediately obvious what the game wants from you.
No,
right?
no, not at all.
Part of it is you just try things. You get lost a little bit.
Yeah.
You explore other parts of the game. Maybe you come back once you know more. You normally get by talking to characters or clicking things until something makes sense, basically.
Let me just explain
But
that I
it is
just said
very-
this because
sorry.
I was inferring from Miguel's, from what he was saying, that he did this, so it was your vision. Okay, I'm
But
not.
to be fair, he did design the visuals for that. Those visuals on the last screen, I think you designed it,
Yeah.
Nico, right? Yeah, you did like a Photoshop pass.
So I remember that. So Miguel came to me. He already had this like small, even smaller prototype that was a text adventure, and then we started working on the concepts for the visuals, and we came up with something like some of the other screens, and we had this very bizarre, surreal take on any given thing that might be happening ever. Right?
Yeah.
The point is almost not to be straightforward. And so I think Miguel just said something like, "Oh, I want it to be like we're frying eels or something." I think that was it.
Yeah.
And then instead of maybe the same thing to say would have been, "No, that doesn't make any sense." But instead I said, "Yes, and we will be trying to like turn on the ignition for the motor so we can fry those eels, and that's going to be the code input." And that's kind of like how our design process is a lot of the time. I'll have an idea, Miguel will take it and do something with it. He will come up with something that works for narrative. I'll turn around and design an interface that works for it. And that's also probably why the game is kind of all over the place in this way.
Mm.
Which I mean,
All over the place
I
in
mean
a
in
good
a good way. yeah.
All over the place in a good way. So you just talked to
Yeah, and he said I
one
should
of our
fry 2 eels. They will be just like their boss.
which is a very cryptic thing to say.
Yes.
But that character there, you can always. This is a hint for everybody playing the game, even when the full game comes out. You can always talk to that character for more hints. He will just keep giving you hints on what to do, but he doesn't really like to be spoken to. That's.
If I add these 2 eels, they will sound like their boss. I like this. And I like your thought process. Going for a puzzle out of just a simple expression is something I really like. Like frying eels.
Yeah.
So we have this, and we can always return to the.
Yeah, you can
straight
always
mouth.
talk to him more. He always has something to more hints to say.
Yeah. You have to look, yes. Sweden is 2 cronies, yes. Yeah, now to their boss. Yeah, now to their boss.
You can keep asking if it doesn't make any sense.
Yes. Okay.
Should we talk about something else while you're trying to figure this out? Or wait?
Oh,
Never mind.
no, never mind.
You did it. You did it.
Yeah.
I guess a better question would be, do you know why you did it?
Yes, because the 4 points somehow.
That is literally it, yes.
Yeah,
So you did do it.
You
did
just
do it.
needed to reach 4 and add 2 to reach 4.
But
You did it.
man, the idea of frying eels to get power, really good. I like how surrealistic this is.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, now we have new extension. So, offering. Okay.
Love the song for this level here.
Was it originally composed by Tomasz?
This one, I believe, was Anna who composed it. But most of the songs in the game are from Tomaj, like the kind of like the background droning song here, and the one and the last one with the eels, that was Tomaj as well. Most of them are Tomaj, but we have a couple made by others.
We see what changes. Smart diffuse. Checking if the sound was important. This takes me back. Okay, let me try the other one, the library. I might get some info. Oh, nice. Oh, old school. So I'm grabbing a paper.
Oh, good idea.
Exactly.
Okay, so it's...
So this was also this screen here was also one of the earlier ideas that we had for the game. The idea of kind of, I wouldn't really say reinventing, but we're going for this old school vibe with like a Windows desktop sort of thing. Everything's very kind of almost looks like plasticine a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Everything's very chunky. Oh, here you have the manual.
This might be useful.
Yeah.
I don't
Oh,
really expect you to read everything right now.
Yeah.
Maybe give you a few hints, but
yeah, you'll notice that there's some stuff underlined here in this manual, but this essentially tells you how to use the other screen if they were using the offering screen.
okay. And exit valve is which one? Ah, no, this is to reset. Okay. Pick up a new... so I'm trying to pick up some new fauna by putting exactly the same. Okay.
If you'll see, actually, if you back out of this screen, you'll see that there's a telescope in the middle of the room, and you can access that now to go look at what's outside, basically.
Like this 2 plus... Okay.
it's always a good feeling when people pull out the pen and paper and start writing down everything.
I love doing this.
Another one of the ideas that we wanted to bring into this game is, just getting people to think about and take notes about things.
There we go. That's the team.
Yeah, so that's the team right there. Yeah.
Donde vais, ó cavaleiro, deste coitado de ti, eu vou ver.
Amazing.
Do you want to explain that, Nico?
It's the smoke first, interact later.
How did you know it? I think this is Miguel has just great eye for picking random clips. I think is how I would explain that. And also he loves to see people's expression of confusion.
Yeah.
I think that's it.
And now, if you want to, just because it wasn't going to make you read the full manual, if you want to select, you just have to press the screen in the center.
Ah, yeah, nice.
And that will flash red if something's wrong, and it will flash green if something's correct, basically.
Yeah. And we it flashed.
Yep.
But Proud was one sardine and one pincer.
Yeah.
This is intensity 1.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
So the second time that you clicked, you didn't have anything selected because you had already clicked. Maybe
okay.
And if you click the center now, with the sardine and the claw selected,
okay,
it will It will flash blue if you click something that you've already selected before.
So now it's this. Well, let me check the math. So it's two corrals. What was it like? What was it called? Like a crustacean minus crustacean. Equals to one corral. Let me just see what this happens if I click this. No, it's wrong. Because I need to subtract. So 1, 2, 3. Where is the 0?
In the screen, there's no option for a 0.
Okay, so I can't go there. But if I do this... Wait. No, it's not what I want to do. It's this. It's 2. 2 of these. Minus 1 of that. How do I... It's... Oh!
Okay, so that worked.
Yep.
Oh, so subtracting is directly on the screen. Nice. So that means that something which is intensity 2 for this one, plus 1 sardine and this.
So you're making some assumptions about how the puzzle works, which may not be correct, but you're still sometimes finding something useful.
Yeah.
We could tell you could go read the manual, or you could explore the rest of the game and maybe come back.
See what else you can see.
Exactly. Yeah.
So what's happening? I unlocked some. I discovered some stuff.
You definitely
you did
unlocked
discover some
something.
stuff.
Yes.
Yeah.
Donde vais, ó cavaleiro, diste cor.
Always return to this clip. Oh, fun. Yeah. So
these are all locked so far.
I didn't discover anything. I thought I discovered one.
If you exit out, exit out of the screen here, there might
This
be
one?
new stuff. Yeah, now that you've turned the power on, there's new stuff to see outside. Yeah. Oh, just go fully down. Pull that lever. Exactly.
There you go. Yeah.
Nice. Let's go.
So I just got a text from my mom reminding me. Right now in Strasbourg, there's the East Games indie game competition going on, which selected 12 games out of 850. Panthalassa is one of those 12 games selected.
Nice.
So,
Congratulations.
my mom just wanted me to brag about that. So.
And you're completely right of doing that.
So your mom knows the festivals better than I do, for sure.
Yeah.
You know, if you eventually get a time machine, you should bring this game to Expo 98.
Yes. It's a funny thing you mentioned that.
Funny you should say that, yeah.
Yeah, we actually, one of the references for this game was this, I found this CD in my grandpa's office that was from the Expo 98. It was called Oceans of Innovation. And it was this kind of interactive. It was an interactive CD-ROM where you played as a submarine, and you went underneath the water, and then you could access like satellite feeds and watch like TV channels from different. It was a UK-made thing, but it had this very particular style of interactive CD-ROM that we used as a big inspiration for this.
For the younger audience, Miguel, sorry, maybe just explain. So It's an object like this that
Yeah,
I'm holding.
kind of like that.
Okay. Sorry.
That's so depressing.
But that's really, I think it conveys the idea, that period, Miguel. Really, it's good at, it's amazing that you guys have been picking up these pieces of visual history that look like they are things of the past. But I believe who went through that period, this immediately takes you back, you know.
Mm.
And I felt this, like, I remember during Expo 98, this, some pavilions had this really advanced technologies or this advanced experiences, and they were just really simple interactive stuff, you know, with informatics, because informatics was wasn't it is what it is right now. Like, it wasn't as divulged as it is. And we see Rui Pereira saying, and is true, Grandpa and Expo 88 makes him feel old.
In this screen here, you'll notice you have some gears on the left, on the right side and the bottom. Also that zoom in, so you can actually control where the camera faces here. But this screen, it's supposed to be relaxing, you know, like we got the very relaxing music here.
Mhm.
And all you really do is you look around and you try and find these sea creatures. And you'll notice this sea creature here has these symbols on the left, the fish and the claw. So you actually attracted this lionfish
with
by
the proud,
inputting- by inputting and it says proud right there. So you basically just need to go to the library and find different fish that you can attract by typing in these codes, and that's sort of one of the main gameplay loops.
By the way, Miguel and Nico, please, if I was remotely close to the idea that this is in the future, please put an Easter egg of a hidden head of Gilles, the mascot of Expo 98, buried in the ocean floor.
Are we legal
Please
to
do
do that? Can we do that?
Do we have rights to Jill?
Is Jill free? Does Jill belong to the Portuguese?
I don't know if it's public dominion, but at
if he's
least
not free, he should be free. Okay, we all have the right to use Jill. Come on.
Yeah.
just some
Maybe we make a spoof of Jill.
just a stupid let me just ask this to the chat. I will offer a Steam key for a game if someone tells me what's not the right name for the female Gilles, but the best name that everybody called her. Can someone remember? So the boy drop of the ocean was Gilles, and the girl was called Gisela. No, that's good, but not as good. Not Gilles, no. Well, the real name was Docas, if you remember that, but everyone called her a better name, which is also a trademark. Yeah, her official name was Docas.
Docas.
Yes.
I didn't even remember there was a female Jill.
Yes, Brocas. No, it was not Brocas. But even if it's not allowed, you should at least leave a silhouette of a statue that really reminds Jill. That would be amazing. Okay, really. You had plushies of both of them. I can't. No. So, well, I'm. You had your time. Okay. So, everyone called her Gillette. Yeah. I'm sorry. It was stupid, but.
No, it makes sense. Makes sense.
Yeah, you lost the Steam key, guys. Sorry. Brocas. That was the Expo 98. It wasn't in Amsterdam, so Brocas doesn't make sense. And obviously you inspired a lot about the a periscope and how submarines actually work. And do you know what this reminds me? This kind of you were telling about interactive CD-ROMs, but in the last 20 years you've been seeing some science museums where you have this kind of interaction for users, mainly directed to children, you know, where you would search for stuff. and it has this physical element to the screen. Is it also where you wanted to go?
I think I've seen a few of these like interactive museum expositions that have become more or less rare now. I think it's just the point is to make everything diegetic, to make everything feel clicky. There was a time where every interface felt like this, or the best ones did anyway.
Yeah.
So I don't know if we thought so much about museums, but definitely about CD-ROMs and about these like beautiful websites that they used to exist.
And I like the idea of going a little bit more towards the artistry and the physicality of something, rather than just the pure use for it. Like when you're trying to make just something that is very intuitive to use and easy to use, you end up kind of making a lot of sacrifices to, the visuals of it. And there's definitely very smart people that are not myself that can really hit the balance between both of them. But for our game, it's kind of got. I feel like it has this appeal of being a little bit chunky and awkward, but it's very unique. Like you don't really see anything else that looks like this because nobody's trying to make something that feels physical and real.
Yeah.
There's a different language that we use for user interfaces that we try to escape a little bit with our game.
And it at the same time, like it's not just the nostalgia feeling about this is like everything looks and feels really like you were saying, Nico. You notice you can click stuff, or even the stuff you can't click, you want to click. They are all.
Yeah, it looks like it's reaching out of the screen, right? Begging you to touch it. That's kind of the design principle for most of these interfaces is what would be fun to touch.
Yeah.
We can do it the straightforward way that everybody will get, or we can do it the way that you will be surprised once you understand, I guess, is a way to put it. Like these gears on the side here, like you can come in here a few times and not even realize that you can turn them, but the moment that you do, especially if you're not told, you feel like a genius, right, for even trying.
And our time is running out. It looks like, well, at least the feeling I get is we're going to solve puzzles. We're going to get information that we're going to use in later puzzles, and we have to understand or find informations how to create this feeding, using the feeding apparatus to attract other species to closer to our point of view, isn't it? Like creating like an encyclopedia of what is happening in the ocean.
Exactly. Yeah. And the entire game will have in the demo you can actually already find out every single fish. We don't give you any hints. We just give you hints for all the fish you need to complete the demo. But somebody online actually found every single fish, which I'm very proud of. Oh, you've got some dialogue there on the right.
Yeah. So, and when are you thinking of when is the release date, and at the same time, what are you looking for, Panthalassa? Are you looking for investment partners, publisher partners? What do you need now to release the game, or is it ready to see daylight?
Should we say the release date, Nico? Should we?
I mean, we can say it. It doesn't mean it's real.
It doesn't mean it's real. No. We are trying to release it around May of next year. But again,
nice.
We both work jobs while working on this, and we have other responsibilities. So maybe we'll come out then, or maybe not. But in terms of what we're looking for, we are, although we're ready to try and release this by ourselves, I think right now we're looking for, if there is investment interested in us, then we are interested in investment, I guess. But if we're basically ready to release this game by ourselves as well, because it's a hard thing to come by, and it's our first game as well. So
congratulations, really. So I would suggest everyone to once again go to the Steam page of Panthalassa. Play the demo; it's free now, and wishlist the game for you to get notified when the game is released. I think it's one of those cases that you only really understand. So screenshots don't make are not fair to what the game, how complex the game is, how profound the game is, because there's so more than meet the eye than by just looking at the screenshots. That's why I advise everyone to try everything yourself. You're gonna notice all of this diegetic feeling that Nico and Miguel were trying to convey with Panthalassa. And from our side, congratulations! Really, it's a really amazing game. You're just another proof of the amazing stuff that is being done in Portugal and how far people are going. And in this case, doing this in your free time, well, congratulations, really.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Really kind words, honestly.
And don't forget that you're nominated for Best Portuguese Game, and the winners will be announced on Thursday at 9 p.m. Lisbon time here in RTP Arena. So yeah, who knows? Maybe you have good news in the near future, an award.
Yeah, that would be amazing. Thank you.
Yeah. I'm hoping for it. I'm fully expecting to win.
For sure.
I love that. I love that kind of candidness. I really love it.
I almost believed it, Miguel. I almost believed it.
And by the way, congratulations also for being chosen to Bit Summit and also East by Northwest. Isn't it?
No, it's East Games in the competition. It's in Strasbourg.
Okay.
Yeah.
Congratulations, guys, and please go check and help national development and these amazing Portuguese creators. This is a really unique game. It does an amazing thing by paying homage to a specific period in time, and obviously it's a game that will make you think about and to solve the puzzles. Nico and Miguel, thank you for staying with us this hour. And on our side, we'll return in 5 minutes with another amazing indie game. Before you go, while you wait, go check Panthalassa's page. Thanks a lot, guys, and talk to you later.
Thank you so much.
Bye.
See ya.
See ya.